What's up? I'm gonna talk a little bit about what's going on. Everybody up. Woke up to the news going on in my city. It's crazy out here. It's a crazy world. And man, I don't know what to say, man. But like I always say, it ain't nothing new to say. We gonna keep on saying the same thing, cause it ain't nothing but a cycle of the same old shit, time after time after time again. You know, same old shit, time after time after time again. And then, every time the new cycle happens, everybody talking disbelief. And everybody disassociates themselves from the same old cycle that's keep on happening. And it's like we start to use the words of y'all and they and them. And I started to realize, you know, one of the biggest problems we got is nobody thinks they're a part of the problem. That's one of our biggest problems. We, and I say we, because I don't care what I think I got or what I think I do. It's we, because we all affect each other. And we all we got, we all we need. But one of our biggest problems is nobody think they're a part of the problem. You know, I've said before last night, what's going on now is real, man. This shit is real beyond what the eyes can see. You take coronavirus, you take all this what's going on. I keep using the analogy of an anchor. I say in the midst of all this crazy shit, it's those people that got an anchor, man, that's gonna stop them from withering off into any and every bullshit type of thing out here, whether it be getting sick, whether it be motherfuckers shooting, whether it be whatever, man. You see what I'm saying, man? If you just take time out, man, and be real, man, in this moment. In this moment, just be real, man, about what's real. And you ain't got time to be nowhere on no unnecessary shit, man. You ain't got time to be nowhere on no unnecessary shit. You know, and I ain't knocking nobody, because ain't nobody above the bullshit. And we all connected. You see what I'm saying? And we can say, man, well, they was out there celebrating Juneteenth, and you got people advocating, man, this coronavirus ain't real. And all of these type of things are justifying reasons to go do unnecessary bullshit. And when you're in the midst of unnecessary bullshit, man, any type of bullshit is liable to happen. So just like I went to bed and I'm watching it on Facebook, you see niggas out there doing burnouts, and I ain't knocking nobody. For whatever reason they out there, like I say, some things in the movie is just necessary, and certain people gonna play necessary roles. Whether you agree with them roles, whether you understand the ignorance it takes to create them roles, some people just got to play necessary roles. But anybody I love, man, anybody I talk to, I'm always trying to make them examine and understand your role in your movie, in this big movie. And all I can say, man, is anybody that I know and love, like I say, I advocate to them, be real right now, bro. Be real right now about what's real. And if it's any brother of mine who got a family, just like yesterday was Father's Day, any father that I associate with, yesterday was a day that he was being appreciated by his anchor, by his family, at his home. So anybody that was real, man, what the fuck was necessary to have you standing on the side of a street with niggas with no anchors whatsoever in their life, burning out, doing dumb, unnecessary shit? So if you're doing unnecessary shit, any goddamn thing liable to happen. And like I say, I'm not knocking nobody who was there. I'm not knocking nobody anywhere. But we got to take a personal stance and realize, man, what part you playing in the movie, man? Is coronavirus over? I don't know. But I still got a family to protect. I still got to keep my damn self safe enough to provide for my family. So I ain't trying to be nowhere unnecessarily testing goddamn is coronavirus over, man. You see folks out here crazy as hell. You got ignorant motherfuckers who got so much ignorance built up in them from the past 3 months. Why would I unnecessarily put myself in situations and circumstances to chance some unnecessary bullshit? You see what I'm saying? But like I say, certain shit is necessary for the movie. Drama, ignorance, crazy shit, all that shit make the movie good, man. And all that shit been in the movie forever. It's all about a cycle. And until you examine your own personal position in the cycle, then you realize what those things are that you keep on perpetuating and being a part of. I had family members out there, 50 goddamn years old. I've been in situations when I was 21 years old, 20 goddamn years ago, when I was at parking lot pimping, tightest car in the parking lot, niggas shooting, I got to jump down, I got to say damn, and even at 20, I used to ask myself, God damn, is this shit worth it just to shine? I used to try to park off. I remember one time, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. We used to go to Trade Winds on Sunday. We used to get out of Trade Winds on Sunday, and right there on Woodlawn, and right there, everybody used to go to the gas station, and there was a Bojangles right there. And I remember one time, my way of thinking, I'm gonna park in the Bojangles, because if something go down in the gas station, I ain't gonna be in that shit. And this was a weekend, this is how I remember it, because on my Nova, I had put lifters on my Nova. And I made it sit real high, like I was riding on goddamn that dome shit way before they did, but I put lifters on my Nova. So I remember pulling up there sideways. I put my baby on goddamn the show, right? Look up here up this hill and look at this pretty motherfucker shine. That was my 21-year-old mind, right? So we sitting up there thinking we're above the bullshit because I ain't going down there. So we chilling, and this motherfucking dude come right behind my car while we standing there chilling. He stands at my car, pulls out a pistol, and starts shooting down in the parking lot, into the gas station parking lot. I'm talking about not in the air, straight down. And I remember jumping down and thinking, God darn, I put lifters on my car. I rolled under my car, and all I could do was pray, man, please don't nobody shoot back. Please don't nobody shoot back, because he's shooting from my car. So people were like, man, let's go, let's go. And I'm thinking, hell no, man. Hell no, I ain't leaving. I'm gonna be the last one to leave. Ain't nobody gonna think my car shot them motherfucking shots and damn sped up out this motherfucker. So to experience that at 21, and look at last night how people experiencing that. At 41, ain't shit in this world makes being in that type of shit necessary for a man with a family, a wife, and children at 41. So when I see 50-year-old people, man, out there perpetuating, I'm talking about in a time right now, man. I'm talking about right now, man. In 2020, right now. In a time right now, man. How can we make that type of shit necessary? So when you're doing unnecessary shit in these here times, you subject to be a part of any damn thing that's gonna make good news, man. You know what I mean? And like I say, I don't separate the y'all motherfuckers and them motherfuckers, cause goddamn them motherfuckers and y'all them motherfuckers, we all got family members out there. We all got cousins. We all got friends, children. So ain't nobody above the bullshit. When I see us out there, I know that represents me. I got a story I want to tell yesterday. I'm just vibing. But check this out. Yesterday, right? I'm at work. And this some deep shit right here. This some deep shit. I'm listening to a motherfucking African who from Ghana and a Hmong Asian. Now they having a conversation. The African says, man, I watched some videos of the police brutality and it is crazy. And I guess he saw a video where a guy was in his yard minding his business and the police came and fucked with him in his yard. So he was like, man, it is unfair for the black man in America. And this is an African who born in Ghana, but he here and he expressing himself about how hard it is for a black man in America. So the Asian guy, now he's Hmong. Now let me give you a backdrop. See, Hmongs are the whole Asian continent. You got a whole bunch of Asians from the continent that's in America, whether it be Vietnamese, Chinese, Laos, all these different Asians from different countries come here with different cultures, different languages, but they all unify in America as Asians. But the Hmongs, they consider themselves the niggas of Asians because they don't have a country. They come from the jungle. They like the niggas, like we don't have a country. We just got them some people. So they think themselves as the black people of Asians. So this Hmong guy, he comes out and says, I've experienced that. I know what it means to be police brutality. I grew up in LA where you had the gang task force. They come and harass us. So now the Asian and the African, they started to argue. The African saying, you can't compare yourself to a black man. You can't compare yourself to a black man. And the Asian think he really got a point because he see himself as the nigga Asian, right? So I'm sitting there once again. And you know, I just be tripping. I be listening to that motherfucker. And so the Asian dude getting adamant. He feels the struggle of a black man. So I asked him, I say, so what you saying is you think you even to a black man as far as the struggle in America? And when I got in it, first he want to start backpedaling. But I say, nah, motherfucker, we getting ready to talk now, right? So he said, well, you know, I said, well, let me tell you something. I say, since you think you even as a black man in America, let's talk about this job. I say, me and you work at this job. I say, I've been here 11 years. From the day I walked in that door right there to the day I walked through that production door. I say, in your mind, and in every other Asian mind work here, and white man work here, and damn near African work here. I say, they done had a prejudice stereotype of who they think I am based off some shit somebody showed you. I say, so since I walked through this door, they done flipped at me like I was lazy and like I wasn't smart. And I say for 11 years, every day I walk through that door, I ain't met a motherfucking Asian yet who's smarter than me and who can physically outdo anything better than me. I say, but every day I work here, I look at y'all. I say, just like the other day, I went to a machine that's considered hard work, and I saw an Asian who ain't never met me or worked with me in his life look at me and say, oh man, you're gonna work hard. And I'm asking myself, how? If they've been knowing me, they know I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers ever lived when it comes to this manufacturing shit. So how can they look at me and think of he can't or he ain't? And so the Asian looking at me now he looking like, goddamn, see, now he looking at me like, goddamn, I'm sorry, Travis, don't take it wrong. I say, I'm a proud black man. I can't even talk to another black man in this company without any of y'all motherfuckers feeling uncomfortable. And he know I ain't lying, so he's starting to back down, right? But I'm saying that to say, so the stereotype that our worst carry, the stereotype that them ignorant motherfuckers sitting out there for no reason at all in a time where it's time to be real, that shit attached to me every day I walk out my motherfucking door. So I don't separate myself from us, we, y'all. I got to carry this plight, man, and I got to fight against this shit every day of my life. So I said all that to say this, man. Get real, man. This shit is real. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you how to do it. But I can tell you, man, 7 is a number. And if I take 5 plus 2 and get there, and you want to take 4 plus 3, 6 plus 1, I don't give a damn what you take to get there, man. But 7 is what we got to be, man. And we got to be real right now, man. This shit is real right now, man. It's something going on. And stop playing sick-ass, silly-ass games in your mind trying to justify ignorance. And I ain't saying I'm above the bullshit. I ain't saying I ain't got the shit I got to deal with on a daily basis to affirm myself, to make sure, boy, you better grip up, boy. You better hold on, cuz. Shit can get real. You hear me talk about vampires and all that type of shit. I ain't talking crazy. Every time I walk out this door behind me, man, it's certain temptations that come at me every day. It could be simple as being disrespected as a grown-ass man and a motherfucker about to make me bust him in his goddamn head, and me busting him in his goddamn head will almost jeopardize everything on my foundation. So I ain't above the bullshit. I got to fight every day to stand strong and stand firm about what's real, man. And I know ain't shit real by standing on the side of the street in this here time, watching and doing some unnecessary shit. You see what I'm saying, man? Talk about work. We had a dude at work. One of them, it ain't real motherfuckers again. It ain't real motherfuckers. But the only reason it ain't real because he don't need coronavirus to be real, because the less he can justify not being real, the more he can justify going to do some unnecessary bullshit. So soon as the bars get open, this ain't real motherfucker everywhere doing everything. Now, he got coronavirus and everybody at the job fucked up. And scared. During a time where everybody's still talking about it ain't real. But just this goddamn yesterday, it done got real in fucking reality, man. It ain't real. I'm real. My own mama and daddy, my own mom and daddy, since all of this. Mom and daddy, sit down, man. Last weekend, called me, crying, hysterical, at a cookout. Somebody done shot the motherfucker up. Sit down, man. When the credits roll, if your name ain't bold in that movie, sit your ass down, man. Sit your ass down, man. For more reasons than one. And some people say, well, I ain't gonna sit down because I ain't gonna be scared. See, it's a balance to everything. Everything got two sides. Don't let a motherfucker tell you don't have fear and don't be scared. Sometimes being scared can save your motherfucking life. So don't let nobody talk about you. Oh, that's fear, that's fear, that's fear. You goddamn right. I got some good fear in me. I got some good fear in me. I'm scared of a lot of shit. A lot of shit I'm scared of and that I feel gonna save my life and done save my life, my whole goddamn life. So let no motherfucker talk that, oh, that's fear. They don't want you to go outside because that's fear. Well, be brave, motherfucker. Be brave. Be brave, goddammit. That's fear. I've been scared of my daddy my whole goddamn life. I'm damn near scared of 941. Not in a physical way. I'm scared to disappoint him. That saved my motherfucking life. My whole motherfucking life. Save my motherfucking life. So I'm telling you right now, if you real, goddamn, be scared of what's going on out here, man. Stay your ass at home. And if you can't stay at home, deal with what's at home that make your ass can't stay the fuck at home. Deal with what's at home to the reason why you can't stay the fuck at home, man. I tell everybody I love, when the credits roll, your name will be bold. And anybody that know I love them, I done told them that. When the credits roll, your name will be bold. And there's a lot of people in the movie that I love in the movie. But they just in the movie because they necessarily in the movie. So that's the way you got to scale out on it, man. That's the way you got to scale out on it, man. You know, man, hey, this shit real, man. And, look, I ain't mad though, y'all. I just get real like this sometimes, and I'm just talking live. I get real sometimes, man, but this shit's so passionate, man. And another thing, man, I'm gonna tell you something else I hate too, man. Something else I hate. See, in my life, man, in real life, I had certain people in my life that come to me, and I know their purpose. And they have been like trainers of my ego. They taught me so much about myself. One of my big brothers on this line, Farouk, I love you, man. And I'm gonna give you a shout out cause this real. I believe in myself in a way that I believe I can conquer the goddamn world. Sometimes I'm crazy about it, but I really believe this shit. It's a real reason I wear a hero symbol on my chest every day of my life. And certain people in my life has taught me about ego and how it works for you and against you. You know what I mean? And it's been certain times in my life where I beat my motherfucking chest, and I tell some people say, man, why you beat your motherfucking chest? And in real life, I ain't talking about in ideas. In real life, I tell the motherfucker this right here. If you ain't never stood in the middle of a stadium with hundreds of motherfuckers yelling your name and goddamn chanting cause something you do, and don't you goddamn tell me that you can relate to what I'm doing and why the fuck I'm doing it. Just let me do what I do, right? But it's certain people that has trained me to understand that power, man. So every day of my life, man, I know when to apply and when not to apply, because everything is about balance. I don't never want to be so much of an egotistic teammate that I let my pride and my ego fuck up the whole team from winning. Because it's all about us, we, and then my family and everything that goes out from there. So I don't want to be sitting out here beating my chest while everything around me being fucked up. See, that's what a bad teammate do. You see what I'm saying? So I got certain people in my life that has trained me how to truly use my power, man, in the most sincere way. So when I see a motherfucker who act like he a leader, who act like he gonna represent what I represent in the place of me, and they get to talking that you and y'alls and them motherfuckers, and you acting like you real, and I say, look at that ego right there, and I break my motherfucking ego out the cage, and I say, motherfucker, if you real, motherfucker, let's see how real you is, and then them motherfuckers start playing the victim. So I do that for my people. Before I let anybody spread a spotlight on our darkness, you better make sure you put that light on us for us to see. Because any other reason you put a spotlight on our darkness and it ain't for us to make us see, it's the goddamn glow in our motherfucking ignorance. And the worst motherfucker of us is on my team. Because I got to carry the stereotypes of the worst motherfucking black man out here every day I leave out my door. And I don't like it, but I know it. I work around, like I told you, I work around Asians who got the stereotype of being the smartest goddamn people on earth. I work around Asians who got the stereotype of being the smartest motherfucking people on earth. And they work around me who got the stereotype of being the laziest, dumbest motherfucker on earth. And every day, knowing these stereotypes, I got to prove myself every day to show them, y'all can't fuck with me. If y'all can go get the best of y'all self to fuck with me. I represent us as the best right now. I put math problems on boards and give equations to say, goddamn, if y'all gonna keep on using the stereotype to say I'm lazy and I don't know nothing, then prove y'all smarter than me right now. And can't none of them do it. And they be so fucked up because they have to rewire everything they've been taught about a black man. See, I represent it on my chest like that, man. But I got to fight every day, man. I got to fight every day, man. Every day I go deal with this system. I've been in real estate. I came in. This is how I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Well, this was one of the hardest lessons I learned in real estate. See, sometimes we can get caught up in the game and lose our position and not understand how the game works and our position in this thing, man. You see what I'm saying? So just like we have ideas of America that's sometimes unrealistic. So when I was 21, like I say, when I bought my first home, I had the American idea that, real estate, if you buy a house, you get money from it. You're going to always make money. So I came through life understanding these ideas, right? So when it came time for me to sell my house, you see what I'm saying? Under these American ideas of how it really works. And I'm coming in all lolly, jolly, and happy. And I done revamped my home with a sense of pride, almost to the point where I'm going to tell you some real shit. I hooked up cars so much in my life when I was younger on a level that goddamn, I done been that nigga in the parking lot that I said, man, I'm finna do this shit to a house now. I'm finna trick a motherfucking house out, hood style. And I rebuilt the motherfucking house from the roof to the motherfucking floor. And I said, I'm finna sell it and bless somebody. And it's all the pride I put into my house as a black man, as a young man. When I went to go sell it, they sat me down and told me this right here. They say, hey, you got a nice ass house. Wow, young black man, this is beautiful. I'm even surprised that you could do this. But because your house is around black people, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your house ain't worth shit. And that almost destroyed the shit out of me, man. Because I had this idea of how real estate worked. And I was unrealistic of my position in this shit. And so I said, you mean to tell me? They say, yeah. The property value in this area isn't worth too much. And I say, why? But look at my house. I mean, what you mean? And this was coming out of, see, well, I ain't gonna get into all that. That's a whole nother shit about real estate. I can go there, but I ain't gonna make this about real estate. But my point is, man, it taught me a lesson, man. And I'll say this about real estate, just say this lesson. It taught me this. White people add value in America. And just like you watching the gentrification, I rode through Smallwood the other day, and it's like them damn white folk brought a whole new piece of earth. You see what I'm saying? And they done added value to that land that's crazy, man. And you can still see the black people that stay there. And one of the biggest different things is about pride. You know, we can fight a lot of that shit with pride. But even if, no matter how we fight it, we on the away team and the rules ain't against us. So we got to understand and define our own means of winning. And we can't get emotionally so tied up when we realize, motherfucker, you ain't on the home team and you fucked up for thinking you was. But back to what I'm saying though. Yeah, man. Yeah, I done been going too long. What's up, Al? Big brother Al. What's up, Chandras? What's up, DJ Mike? Tanica, what's up? Pratis, what up, man? Anybody got any questions about how I feel, man? I don't want to rant, but if you got any questions about how I feel or about anything, man, I made a post last week about I used that Jesus meme, and it started from a conversation, and the guy was like, "Hey, man, we talk about white supremacy, man, but you know, how you think they teach their kids that shit? They teach their kids that shit." And I was like, well, you already know. He was like, what you mean? I say, I've been talking about it to you goddamn for years. He's like, what? I say, it's the religion. It's the Bible. You know what you mean? I had to do this shit. I had to show somebody what I can tell them. I said, get your phone, man. He got his phone. I said, now in Google, just type Jesus. Put it up. I said, now hit image. He hit image. I said, now you can scroll down as long as you want. Tell me what you see. He said, a whole bunch of white men. I said, any white man will do one. Any goddamn white man will do, right? All you gotta do is put that motherfucker on a hell in some road. Any white man will do. So that's how they teach it, man. And it's subconsciously make them superior. See, when you go in the opposites, if God is white, then what is the opposite of God, man? You know what I mean? What's the opposite of white? I mean, ain't nobody gotta say it. It subconsciously worked that way. So when you hear me talk about religion, some people get caught up emotionally like, I'm just picking on what you believe. Like, nah, man, this game is real, y'all. This shit is real, man. You looking at it. Like people say, we need to stop talking about black on black violence. We can talk about black on black violence. Everybody want to ask the question, why we kill each other? Why we this? But then when you start talking about the real reasons, man, we ain't want to talk about that. Well then, the cycle gonna keep perpetuating itself. The revolution won't be televised because it begins in the mind. When is the last time you changed your mind? You see what I'm saying? When is the last time you changed your mind? So the root and the fundamental foundation of our mind is our concept of God. I'm not here to debate whether it's wrong or it's right. I'm not here to debate the whether, but I'm telling you what the shit is, what it does. So until we deal with the why, we're going to keep dealing with the cycle of it. I post Dr. Amos Wilson. Hate and Love. If you love me and you know I posted, I hope you watched it. He give more answers than I can ever give. He taught me some of the answers. I'm sincere enough to share my teaching with you. I don't want to stand before you and blow smoke up your ass like I'm goddamn this motherfucker who playing a God game with you. Motherfucker who tell you he's anointed and he's this and as if he got a better relationship with God that you don't have, and it's something about him that makes God love him more than God love you, and this same motherfucker is gay and ain't got no woman and go home and live a miserable, lonely ass life, and you'll still sit there and listen to this motherfucker talk and let him play a game on you to make you think that it's a God somewhere that touched him more than they touched you? Man, I never play with you like that, man. But what I will tell you is, if you got a car, and this is an analogy, if you got a car, your motor needs motor oil. Your transmission needs transmission oil. Now you can go to the store and you can buy many different types of brands of motor oil, transmission oil, many different grades. You see what I'm saying? But if you want to debate me about if your goddamn car needs motor oil and transmission fluid, then don't put the shit in there then. I'll tell you that much. Don't put the shit in there. Fuck what I'm saying. Don't put it in there. That's all I'm trying to tell you. If we're going to talk about what it's about and how it works, I'm real with it, man. But we got to get real, man. We got to get real. You know, them motherfuckers is us. Us is them is us, we is all. We all in this together, man. We all in this together. If you got a niece or a nephew or a sister or a brother, you know, they always say, mind your own business. Everybody got to mind their own business while we look at somebody with some fucked up business. Then when the business get fucked all up and start going bad, then everybody got to come in and now everybody want to say prayers. See, that's what that praise shit is about too. And don't take this out of context. See, anytime we use concepts of God, we use God to take away accountability. You see what I'm saying? We use God to take away accountability. Anytime we start talking about, let's pray for the families, let's pray for this, because we are connected. We let our family members, we watch our loved ones, we watch all the ignorance, whatever ignorant motherfucker that was crazy enough to goddamn shoot a gun, that ignorant motherfucker is connected to someone who has the power to say, hey man, sit the fuck down, bro. So when we realize we ain't using our power for each other, and I ain't talking about no unrealistic ideas, it's your own goddamn son that you can call right now and get on his motherfucking ass. And it might create a fallout, it might create it might create whatever, but it might save somebody's life. Because you watching the mathematics of it. If death equals 10 and you keep on watching somebody take a segment of 3, it's bound to add up. Until you put your 1 in it and make it 11. And it's a whole nother number. See how that's mathematics? Everything is mathematics. You can change, man. We can save each other. But every time we know we ain't doing a damn thing or we ain't gonna do a damn thing, I pray for you, send prayers, take my hand off of it. We even say shit like, our kids are so fucked up and I was so much of a bad of a parent that I let that motherfucker turn into any goddamn thing that I'm just gonna give them to God. I'm gonna let God take care of it. That means I done took off all accountability from the shit I goddamn didn't do or didn't do right by this goddamn child. And I'm just gonna give it to God. See, that's how we use that shit. So, with that being said, get real about what's real, man. Get real about what's real, man. Get real about what's real, man. If you're gonna be a soldier, man, they say it's honor in a soldier going down fighting. You gotta know which fight you're fighting, man. You know what I mean? And if you got anything real about yourself, ain't no fight like fighting for your family and what's real. And I ain't going fighting on no unnecessary bullshit. The worst death I could ever have is my kids hearing they daddy died somewhere where niggas was burning out, smoking weed, drinking beer, and dumbass shit. That's the worst goddamn possible death I can have. That ain't no damn. What the fuck was I fighting for in this here war? And whatever the war may be, fight the fight, man. Fight the fight for what's real, man. They say, I don't know if coronavirus, this shit get ready to come back around. I believe that shit. I don't know. I just got an opinion. That's the whole thing about this. Everybody has changed their opinions and the way they think, but ain't nothing changed in nothing. Ain't nothing been done. Ain't nothing been said. Ain't nothing been nothing. Only thing that's been passing is time. And time is killing motherfuckers. Time at home with their family is killing motherfuckers. Time alone is killing motherfuckers. Ain't nothing passed since this shit began but time. Ain't no scientific data, ain't no scientific nothing said this shit is over. I know more motherfuckers got coronavirus now than I did before it started. But now we playing games to justify unnecessary bullshit because time is killing us. Time is killing us. Time in the house with your goddamn children is killing you. So you're looking for any goddamn reason to go stand around and do some bullshit that don't matter about a goddamn thing. We down there tearing up shit, and that ain't enough. Like, so you put that, I made a post about the goddamn thing in Raleigh. That shit was funny as hell. I say them white folk down there so goddamn mad, they done tore the goddamn statue down and hung the motherfucker. They taking our plight and fighting it while we take a break to go celebrate some crumbs on the motherfucking rat trap for a holiday that we bullshitting about any goddamn way. We don't even know what the hell that shit is about. We don't even know what that shit is about. And we taking crumbs, going to celebrate. When 3 days later, we crying our hearts out. Want the police to shoot us. God damn it, shoot us. We'll die for this shit. And we take a time out to go celebrate some goddamn crumbs. And the white folk that's down there with our plight, they still tearing up shit. While you niggas, we tearing up shit for the niggas while they go party, goddammit. We still tearing up shit. Like, goddamn, look at the movie, man. Take a step back. Look movie. Look at what part you playing in the damn movie. Look at what part you playing in the damn movie. You them motherfuckers down there going crazy as hell. Take a step back. And I'm just gonna talk real. Like I say, man, I done been to a meeting with damn near anybody in this city of Charlotte that could say they about this community shit, they about this, they about that. I done been in a meeting with all of them, man. And let me tell you something, man. And if I'm lying, goddammit, you say I'm lying. Let me tell you something, man. I ain't wanted to go back to now one. You see what I'm saying? Because I was a goddamn rapper. I still can rap. And I still, if I want to, I can go get all the attention and fame I want for the cameras to roll on me. Like I told you before, I've been in a stadium with 300-400 motherfuckers, and I've goddamn held my hand up and heard my motherfucking name being called, and I say, goddamn it, my team will ride on my motherfucking back. I've been that motherfucker. I've been there. So anything else I do, I'm sincere. I'm ready to be the motor and the transmission of some shit. I don't give a damn about the paint job and the rims getting the credit. I'm here to make this shit go. But I look at people, man, and I say, God damn, man, what the hell this nigga talking about? I say, that's what's wrong with us. Nobody thinks they're a part of the problem. They ain't here talking about the problems, but ain't nobody got the balls enough to go down there where the problem at and shed some light on it. So they put spotlights on it, but it ain't intentions for my people to see. You see what I'm saying? You put a spotlight on it, but you ain't putting that spotlight on there for intentions for our people to see. You just putting the spotlight on it to stand on it. Watch the news. This motherfucker. 2 years ago, got exposed trying to fuck the goddamn teenagers for the motherfucking Million Man March shit he do. I mean, straight out goddamn messages. First time I went to a meet with him, I said, man, fuck this, man. I'm too real for this shit. Hey, look, man, fuck this, bro. Told my big brother Gary, hey, man, my shit too real to even goddamn put in a fruit bowl, nigga. Right? But you watch the news and all this shit about that. That's what's representing. See what I'm saying, man? And so what's happening down there with all that shit, that movie. Anybody that's real enough with me, man, know that ain't necessary, bro. I ain't knocking it. I ain't knocking it at all. But if you love me and I love you, we're gonna fight this fight, man. We're gonna fight this fight and we're gonna be real. We're gonna be real about this thing, man. We're gonna be real about this thing. And we're gonna represent. And we're gonna make it through, man. We're gonna make it through. I'm gonna close this out by saying this. I use the analogy of an anchor. An anchor is meant to drop on that boat in that water to keep you stationary, to stop you from withering off into any goddamn thing. If you ain't got no anchor right about now in these here times, and this shit is deeper than coronavirus, it's deeper than all that shit real. But it's all a conglomerate. All that's conglomerate. But I'm telling you like this, if you ain't got no anchor to drop right now in these times, to anchor you down to something real. Black man, ain't no greater anchor than a black woman and her children. If you're a part of a black woman and her children, I don't give a damn if you with her or not. If you're a part of a black woman and her children, if it's a black woman somewhere with your child, anchor down, man. Let that be your reason in these times for any and everything. If it ain't moving about that reason, man, that shit is unnecessary. It's bullshit. It's unnecessary. And there's people that don't have ankles, that don't have nothing to be real about. They will fill those roles for those characters that's necessary in the movie. But just be real enough to know your position and your role. And find your motherfucking ankle so you don't wither off into any goddamn thing. And end your life unnecessarily for nothing. I love you.